As night is about to fall down on southern Russian city of Sochi, we're about to come back to ice arena called Shaiba, which means puck in Russia. In Russian, it's the concluding game of day 6 of the 2018 Junior Club World Cup action, and it's HV71 from Jönköping, Sweden, taking on Davos from Switzerland. Two world-renowned hockey programs are about to engage in the last game of round robin. There's not much on the line in this game, but there's still something to play for. HV71 have already locked up the first position in Group B, and they were the first team to qualify for the semi-final round, where they will now face the Ottawa Capitals, the CCHL All-Star team that also played earlier today, and they had beaten Kunlun Red Star Heludzen 7-2 in the last game of the round robin. So this game is going to take place Saturday afternoon at this very rink. But there's still one score to settle. Devos, with 1 point after 2 games, have a chance, if they can pull off a bit of a miracle and take down this very strong Swedish side. They can edge Tršinec from the 3rd position in the group. And as such, they will compete for the 5th spot, as opposed to the 7th spot that they will compete should they lose tonight. HV71 got off to a really good start of the tournament as they dismantled Ocelarze Tršinec 7-2 on day 2 of the tournament. And then they proceeded to beat Red Bull Salzburg in their 2nd game 3-1. As for Davos, they brought a really young team to this tournament and haven't found any luck as of yet, as they're still looking for their first win of the tournament. They lost their first game to Red Bull Salzburg 9-1. That is still the biggest score that we got at the tournament. And then it looked like they might beat Ocelarze Tršinec 2 days ago. And they had a 2-1 lead early in the 3rd period. But then Prazibele scored the overtime winner to lift Tršinec over Devos 3-2. It's going to be another color matchup at this tournament. Usually in modern day hockey, you see colored jerseys go up against white jerseys, but that's not going to be the case today, as both teams are representing blue and yellow colors. So it's going to be Davos wearing bright yellow, and it's going to be HV71 in their dark blue jerseys. Please welcome to This is not the first time we see Davos at the tournament. Last year, ironically, they also faced Tršinec in the quarterfinal, and they lost their very exciting game in the shootout. The teams were tied 5-5 after regulation, and then it was Tršinec who prevailed in the shootout. Stanislav Ramin and Martin Frenoy are going to be your officials on ice today. And they're going to be helped out by Vyacheslav Dolgesov and Ivan Gladyshev as their linesman. My name is Andrea Sachenko, and I will have the call for you tonight as we get to see Michel Reason, Davos' head coach. You might remember him from his days in the NHL. They were short, but he was there, played 12 games for the Edmonton Oilers at the turn of the century. Now, as for HV71, they're coached by this gentleman right here. His name is Jonas Holmström, and he has been with the team for 4 seasons now. HV71 are one of the 2 reigning champions at this tournament, the other one obviously being Loko Yaroslavl. And HV71 brought their A team, just like Yaroslavl, to this team, to this tournament, rather. And along with Loko, they are considered as heavy favorites of the tournament. And so far, they have proven just that. We're all set for the first period of play, and The initial puck drop takes place, and we are on the way. Devos with an early possession in the offensive end, but now it's HV71 who dumped the puck in and start chasing it behind the net. It's Marvin Korten, Austrian international, who's between the pipes for Devos in this one. This is his second start of the tournament. The Swedes put the puck in the neutral zone, only for it to be chipped back in by Devos. Have it at the half wall as they try to put it in the corner, but now it's the Swedes who retrieve the puck and successfully chip it out into the neutral zone. The Swedes are out there with their second line. It's Hagan, Granja, and Svensson. Paired by Horsemen and Carnival. Svensson to Grönhagen, the tallest player of the tournament, wearing number 10 for HV71. He's one of their prospects for the upcoming 2019 NHL entry draft. Stands at 197 centimeters tall, Grönhagen, number 10. As he bangs it off the wall, trying to get it to the neutral zone. Shot is taken from the point shot. And it's an easy save by Victor Östven, who's making his second appearance at the tournament. He played in the first game against Starshinets, the one that HV71 won 7-2. And then he was replaced by Hugo Alnefelt, who just made his comeback from Holinka Gretzky Memorial tournament that was held in Canada. Very prestigious, if not the most prestigious tournament for the 18 national teams, where Sweden won silver as they beat Russia 2-1 in a very dramatic fashion in the semifinal, and then lost it to Canada in the final 6-2. Jakob Grönhagen was also at the tournament for the Sweden. Michel Reason made quite a few changes to his team again after they lost 9-1. He said they were so disappointed with their performance, they even canceled their excursion to Fish Stadium, a soccer arena in Sochi where the 2018 FIFA World Cup games were held. So they canceled the excursion to get more practice time, and he really shuffled his lines around for the game against the Shinets, and he did it again for this outing as well. It is a preseason tournament after all, so he has very good reason to shuffle his lines around and see if he can build up any chemistry going into the regular season. Face-off is going to take place just outside of Jönköping's territory. You might see a conflict developing between Edenflot, number 8 on HV71. He's had his fair share of debacles in the previous outing. A defenseman taking the draw for Jönköping and winning it as they try to skate into the zone with it. Edenflot playing the right winger position right now. Puts it to the area behind the net. And now it's 16-year-old Johansen is with the puck now, tries to put it to the slot and does so. They take a shot away. Edenflot tries to get it back to the slot. They take a shot from the hash marks, and it's blocked in front. And now Johansen calls for the puck in the right corner. Osman with a smart move, and only now Johansen gets the puck as they put it into the neutral zone. And Devos will commence their offense from the defensive end as they go with a long diagonal to the neutral zone. Still have possession, and now they dump it in down the right side of the rink. Osman plays the puck. They put it to the high slot. A risky play, and it doesn't pay off for HV71 as they give up possession and forced to battle for the puck as as Davos dump it back in. They have it at the point. Pass it to the half wall. Around the rim it goes. Stefan Spinell, Italian international, is battling for the puck. Take a point shot in hopes of deflection. Spinell has the body and hands for that. But it goes way wide of the net, and now it's the Swedish side that is back his possession as they bang it off the boards, trying to clear it to the neutral zone. It's intercepted, but the Swedes get it back under control with a smart defensive play, and they reset the play. Started up the right wing. The puck is still in the offensive end for Devos, as we're closing in on the 4th minute of play. And now Svensson circles the net, going for the wraparound, and it's in the net. But the official waves it up immediately. Looks like goalie interference is going to be the call, and that is why this one is not going to count. As we get another look at it, Svensson, number 61, going to circle around the net and tries to stuff it in on a wraparound. Big framed Jakob Grönhagen was shoved into court 10. But then again, on ice decision, as of yet, is no goal. They're going to take another look at it. To decide whether or not there was goalie interference in play. It does look that Grönhagen was putting on his brakes, trying to avoid any sort of contact. And then he was just pushed by Bachhoffner into court 10. HV71 have already made the decision what line they're going to start the play when it resumes, and it's still going to be their second line with Hagan and Grönhagen and Svensson. It has been either their second or third line at the course of this tournament. Whatever the number, they were still getting enough ice time. And the call on the ice stands. There is no goal, and we still have no score in this one, as Grönhagen's line takes the ice again.
The attacking player was in a goal with Crease.
So contact in the crease was made. Video review confirmed. And as we're 4 minutes into the first period, there's still no score between Devos and HV71. Baumgartner passed it to his defensive end. It's intercepted in the neutral zone, but it looks like Baumgartner is going to skate in with it, and the play is called offside. Number 23 on Devos is one of the most interesting players on that team. Austrian international Benjamin Baumgartner represented his nation at the latest under-18 and under-20 World Championships. And he has been productive, and he was productive at both of them. Going for this Swiss team Devos. Austrian Ben Baumgartner, one of the most promising young players of his nation. There's another stoppage of play as HV71 have their third line out there with Smedberg, Stearns, Svensson, and Bjelstrom. One of the most creative lines at the tournament. We're going to see them put together quite a few beautiful passing plays throughout the course of this game. And of course, this line boasts Stearns Svensson, number 40, left winger, who led his team in regular season scoring last year. It was 15 goals and 40 points in 43 games. HV71 defeated Vecchio Lakers in the final series of Under 20 super elite in Sweden, one of the best junior teams, junior leagues in the world. But now Devos have possession in the offensive end. Put the puck behind the net. Only for HV71 to steal it away from them. Johansen passed it to the left wing, but Stearns Svensson was not there to receive the pass. So now it's Devos who are in over the blue line taking the shot, but that was an easy save for Östman as they try to take another shot, and they do, and Östman puts it to the side with his pad. Now Smedberg blows his starter. It would seem, but he was actually tripped. And he was starting off the offensive rush. And we're going to see HV71 on their initial power play of the night. It's Team Lutz who gets 2 for tripping. And HV71 have been very good with their power play at the tournament. They have scored 4 goals on 13 attempts. It's a very decent number. While Devos have not been doing well with the penalty killing, as they killed up just 4 of those off 8, so they exactly 50%. Not a good number to have. Johansen has it at the point and passes it to the left wing. Back to Johansen it goes. Johansen, the 16-year-old, to the left wing. They shoot from the left circle. It's blocked in front, but they maintain in possession of the puck in the offensive end. And they have it at the half wall on the left side. Johansen, the youngster, playing his 2nd game of the tournament. At the point, to the left wing it goes. Back to Johansen at the point. Can't keep it in the offensive end, and now the Swedes will have to regroup in the defensive end and start all over again. They still have 80 seconds remaining on their power play. Johansen with the crease pass. They take another one, they take a shot. And Cortin makes the stop. And now the battle for it behind his net. Devos clear it to the half wall, but not all the way through to the neutral zone. Now it's Isiksen, top line center, who puts it back to the point for Johansen. He shoots it from there, and Cortin makes the stop. They still have it in the offensive end, and Johansen is once again with the puck. He goes D to D with it. Calls for it back, gets it back. Gonna shoot it from the left face of circle. Rebound, and they put it in on the power play. There they go. HV71 with the first goal of the game. And it's the power play marker. I talked about how dangerous this power play unit of HV71 is, and they just give us another reason. 16-year-old Johansen looked like he was going for the shot, but he waited for the right play to open up. And then he threw the biscuit in the slot for Hagan. And the Swedes are on the board. And now it's Hagan trying to get it into the offensive end, loses the handle. Goes the other way now. Hagan to centralize, and they dump the puck in. And Svensson is going to try to take it away on the forecheck. Finishes his check. Hagan looking for the pass in the slot, doesn't get it, but the Swedes maintain in possession in the offensive end. And now it's Devos trying to make something happen through the middle. Doesn't work out for them. And Carnival resets the play. As HV71 change on the fly, it's Hagan who dumps the puck in around the rim. And Davos have it in the defensive end. Tightly contested by HV71 players. Attempt a long shot and almost connect at the far blue line. It's not quite so, and icing is going to be called on the play. And HV71 come up big on the face-off in the offensive end. And now they try to set camp in Devos' territory. Stearns Svensson battles for the puck in the corner. He's got Fjellström to help him out, and Stearns Svensson in control of the puck. Skates to the blue line. That's in the neutral zone, but the Swedes are back in control. Fjellström dumps it in, and Stearns Svensson goes on the forecheck. Devos exit the zone. Wheel into the offensive end. Put it in the slot. Nice moves by Lucas Bachhoffner. Nothing comes out of it, however. And now it's HV71 with the dump in down the right wing. Edenflot keeps it alive. As they battle for it along the boards, the Swedes try to leave it in the offensive end, and as they do, as Edenflot chips it in. And now Edenflot with his long reach again leaves the puck in the offensive end. Number 8 on HV71, making quite a name for himself at the tournament. They scored the game-winning goal in their last outing against Red Bull 2 nights ago. Devos sent it around the rim. They have trouble exiting the zone. Do it just now and chip it into the offensive end. And go chasing. The Swedes are out there with their top line as Devos take a shot from the point. Then there was another shot taken from the slot area. It didn't make its way to the net. Devos keep it on the offensive end. Gonna take the shot through the legs of Horsemen. But Espen stayed alert. Devos regain possession in their defensive end. Go with a long diagonal to the right wing. They wheel into the zone. Have some room behind that. Nice move by John Marco Vetter. Under-18 Team Switzerland captain. Scored one of the goals for his side in the game against Tršinec, as he roofed it past Stefan Schmeglek early in the first period in that game. Granja was his big buddy, battling again for the puck at the boards. Granja almost leaves it in the offensive end, but the Devos are able to clear it to central ice. And HV71 reset their play through their defensive end. Now they dump it in, it hits somebody on its way in. It's in the corner now, Svensson has it. Anton Svensson scored a hat trick against Tršinec in the first game of the tournament for HV71. And now pretty awkward defensive play by youngster Johansen, but he maintained in possession. And Jönköping are trying to reset their play as they're being harassed by Devos players. There's a delay penalty on the play, and as soon as Devos players touch the puck, it's going to be called. But now Isaksen throws it to the slot. Just couldn't negotiate contact. Johansen loses handle on the puck. Devos finally touch it, and there's going to be a high stick and minor called on Devos. That was the incident that was called. Pretty rare occasion. High stick has Adam Kazimir high stick the goaltender, as he was trying to get around him. Either way, it's Jönköping who are back on a power play, and they have converted on their initial attempt. They're 100% in this game. When it comes to man advantage, they will just get another look at that. HV71 had Max Venlund, one of the top players listed as a healthy scratch tonight. Other than that, they have the optimal lineup rest for this game. Max Venlund is one of the few players on this Jönköping team who has Swedish Hockey League experience, top professional hockey league on the nation. The other one is Stearns Svensson. Swedes pass it around the point, and it goes to the left wing now. They have it at the half wall. Sent a long diagonal pass back to the point, but it was hit by somebody. And now the Swedes will have to reset their offense as they fly through the neutral zone and send it around the rim, but it doesn't go all the way through. It hits the side of the net, gets stuck in there, but they still have it in the offensive end as Granja has it at the red wing. Granja at the half wall to the point. Granja with possession again, taking the shot from the point, and it's blocked in front, doesn't make it to the net, and Granja gets it back. They have it at the blue line, pass it to the left wing, back to the point. And it's intercepted, and now it's Devos who are in on the breakaway. Stefan Spinell with the shot, and Horsemen makes the stop. That was the best scoring chance for Devos of the period so far. Clumsy play in the offensive end for the Swedes, and they almost had to pay for that. And now they in and over the blue line. It's Isaksson battling for the puck. Lucas Isaksson picked up one of the assists on that earlier marker. Devos are able to clear it all the way down the ice, and 16-year-old Johansen picks it up, resets the play. The Swedes are so good at that. As they're changing on the fly, they skate in over the blue line with it. Try to establish control of it in the offensive end, but Devos are able to clear it down the ice again as there's only 10 seconds remaining to play on the Swedish power play. They still have a 1-0 lead as we're approaching 14th minute mark of the period. Edenflot battles for the puck behind the net. Almost intercepts the pass, but now the Swedes regain possession in the neutral zone, skate back to the defensive end to reset the play. Risky play by Vosberg, but he gets away with it as the Devos chip it back out. They gain the zone, pass to the slot. Spinell, tall Italian defenseman from Bolzano, Italy, has control of it. And now it's the Swedes who are back to possession. They give up the puck in the defensive end. Davos cannot make anything happen offensively with it. And now offside is called on the play. Stefan Spinell with a great chance to tie it up. He flew to Osman's net on a breakaway. Couldn't beat the Swedish netminder. Stefan Spinell scored twice at this tournament already. And he was ever so close to get his third. Jonas Holmström is the head coach of HV71, and he's got his son on his team, Simon Holmström, who was supposed to play in this tournament. Simon Holmström is being considered as one of the top prospects for the 2019 NHL entry draft, so it would have been nice to take a look at him at this Junior Club World Cup in Sochi, but unfortunately for everybody involved, Simon is injured and had to miss this tournament. With 5:21 to go in the period, it's still HV71 with the only goal of the game. Stefan Spinell dumps it in down the right side. Svensson has the puck at the left wing, skates through the neutral zone all the way to the offensive end, within dangles around his defenseman, still has it. skates to the hash marks, takes the shot, and Cortan makes a huge save to keep it a 1-goal game. Svensson with the puck again, looking to skate to the slot. They take a shot. Svensson on the rebound makes it 2-0. HV71. They were just absolutely relentless on that play to double their lead. And it's Svensson with his 4th goal of the tournament. It was just Johnny on the spot to put it home. It's 2-0 HV71 on goals by Hagan and Svensson, members of their 2nd offensive line. 2 goals from the same line, 1 at even strength, 1 on a power play, and it's 2-0 U20 now late in the first. Devos takes a point shot. It's deflected in front of the net, but it doesn't make its way through. And now U20 back in the offensive end, trying to win the puck over on the forecheck. Devos on a counter-attack with the move. Can't get a shot away though. Trying to center it. It goes all the way to the point. They take a point shot. And now it's in the corner. Centering pass. It goes all the way through, but again, they cannot take the shot away. And the Swedes regain possession as they skate out with it into the neutral zone and go for the line change. Devos with some individual skill to get in over the blue line. Taking a point shot, which is blocked, and now Stearns Svensson picks it up. He's in on a breakaway with 2 defensemen on his back. But Cortan comes up big on the initial shot, and then he hits it up on the follow-up chance. What a performance by Marvin Cortan, Austrian international. First to stop Stearns Svensson. And then eat up his own rebound. Pretty good hustle. Number 40 on HV71. Couldn't bury it though. And now the Swedes are back in the slot shooting it, but it goes wide of the net. Granja who's taking the shot. The Swedes keep it in the offensive end. Lost sight of the pocket, it would seem, and now it's Devos to try to drag it into the offensive end. They're able to dump it down and go for the line change as Vosberg, tightly contested, loses the puck in the slot. A very risky and dangerous play by Vosberg, and he lost the puck, and Devos were so close to slicing that HV71's lead in half. Vosberg is probably going to get an earful when he gets back to the bench, but HV71 almost scoring another one. Well, what we're discussing is Vosberg's play. Edenflod skates into the zone. To the slot it goes. They can't get a shot away. Now it slides all the way into the neutral zone. There was a call behind the play. Looks like Edenflod got banged up in the play. And he's slow to get up. Edenflod, who's a big defenseman on this HV71 team, but he's been playing offense in this game. And it looks like he hit the side of the net. So he might have pulled his muscle. It's definitely something with his right leg, as he puts no pressure on it whatsoever. And he's definitely having trouble skating. Could be a torn ligament as well. It's his skate that went in with a weird angle into the iron. And that's what caused the problem. Ehrenflot is slowly going to his dressing room to get checked by team doctors. Some bad news for HV71. Late in the first period where they have the 2-0 lead. Riach sends the puck into the defensive end. And Horsemen tried to clear it away, but it's still in the defensive end for the Swedes. Now Hagan puts it through the middle. Svensson against the zone, the neutral zone. Against the speed in the neutral zone, tried to get to the slot. And he's hauled down. The net is dislodged. And there's another stoppage of play. Faceoff is going to take place in Devos' territory. And it looks like it's Isaksen who won the draw. Johansen to the half wall. Johansen waiting for the puck. And the left wing doesn't get it. They take a point shot. And Devos are able to clear it down the ice. No icing is going to be called on the play. And Johansen gets it back to put it into neutral zone very quickly. Under pressure by Devos players. And now they chip it in, as there's only 80 seconds remaining to be played in the period. Devos tried to skate with it into the offensive end. There's no room, so they just dump it, and Johansen. Very solid performance from this 16-year-old defenseman as he goes.
1 minute left to play in the first period.
Wanted to go coast to coast with the biscuit, but was stopped in the neutral zone. Saucer pass, drop pass, all in the offensive end by the Swizz on the same shift. Trying to be cheesy with all the plays, and now they give up a breakaway. But Horsemen comes up big. Devos just had another chance to shoot it from the hash marks. The Swedes are not being too careful when it comes to their defensive end. But now Stearns Svensson with the biscuit in the offensive end with less than 30 seconds to go in the period. Devos win the foot race. John Marco Vetter, number 18 on this young Devos side. There's only 10 seconds remaining to be played in the period. Another clumsy defensive play by the Swedes. But they get away with it, and the horn goes off. After 20 minutes of playing this last round-robin game of the 2018 Junior Club World Cup, it's HV71 who have the 2-0 lead in the game against Devos. And the only bad news they had in the period was the loss of Sebastian Ehrenflot, who got banged up on an offensive play late in the period, and we haven't heard from him since. We'll be back in about 70 minutes for the second period of action, which promises to be pretty good. Don't go anywhere.
Ребят, вам правила понятны? Итак, аплодисменты мы услышим сегодня. Давайте поддержим участников. Обратный отсчет. 3, 2, 1. Поехали! Гонка началась. И пока у обеих пар небольшие проблемы, но, кажется, Иван с Николаем поняли, что нужно сделать. И поехали. Давайте поддерживаем участников. Это настоящая баталия. Кто же победит? Очень скоро мы узнаем. Пока обе пары идут наравне. Преимущество пока очень трудно кому-то отдать. Кажется, Иван приноровился и набрал очень и очень неплохую скорость. Иван прошел половину дистанции. Осталось совсем немного. Поднажми, Иван, давайте поддержим участника. Громче. Давайте, ребята, осталось совсем чуть-чуть. Кто же победит?
After sunset in Sochi, Russia, as we get ready for the second period of play between HV71 and Devos. It's Sweden versus Switzerland at the 2018 Junior Club World Cup. And it's the Swedish team that has the lead after 20 minutes of play. It's 2-0 as Anton Hagan and Anton Svensson found the back of the net. The Swedes have absolutely dominated at the face-off dots, winning 14 versus 3 draws. The advantage on the ice was also quite visible. They were taking more shots as they lead 10-7 on the shot clock. They took no penalties, while Switzerland took 2 minors, one of which Johansen were able to capitalize. In fact, the only bad news for Jonas Holmström's team was the injury received by Sebastian Ehrenflut late in the period as he awkwardly crashed into the net in the offensive end. Ehrenflut is a Swedish defenseman, but for this particular game, he was listed as the right winger, and he has been playing forward, which caused him crashing into the net, and we haven't seen him since. We're underway in the second period as Devos are in over the blue line trying to make something happen in the offensive end. At HV71 retrieve the puck and put it back in the neutral zone. There's been an offside call on the play. As we have already mentioned, the biggest change for the Swedes for tonight's game in terms of lineup is the absence of one of their leaders. Max Venlund is a healthy scratch for this one, and he was replaced on their top line by Alexander Lundman, number 48. He just joined his HV71 program from Linköping, where he was playing for their under-18 team. And now the Swedes in possession, with possession in the offensive end. Granja puts it to the point. Horsemen tried to take a shot away from the point, but whiffed on it. And now it's the Swedes who are back in their offensive end. And it's Hagan who's got one of the goals. Puts it into the offensive end. Svensson tried to battle for the puck, but he was out-muscled. And now it's Stefan Spinell, Italian forward, who has scored 2 goals in the tournament, gives up the puck in the defensive end, and the Swedes have it at the half wall, trying to get it back to the point. It's chipped out, and Östman doesn't even have to come out to play it, as there's going to be icing called on the play. The only positive that this Davos team can find in the first period was that HV71 players are a little bit arrogant when it comes to defensive play, and they turn the puck over way too many times, giving Devos enough scoring chances. None of which Devos could capitalize on. The Swedes are back in the offensive end with possession, battling for the puck behind the net now. It's Svensson who has it at the left wing. Tries to shield it as he had it at the blade of a stick. Couldn't do that, and now the puck is back in the neutral zone. And the Swedes dangle their way into the offensive end. What a move by Fjellström. He scored an absolute beauty in his previous outing off Stearns Svensson's saucer pass. As the puck goes out of play, Ebbe Fjellström with all the moves in the neutral zone to dangle past 3 Devos players and created a scoring chance for himself. Ebbe Fjellström has an older brother, Oliver Fjellström, who already plays professional hockey in Sweden. as he plays for the Frölunda Indians, team based in Gothenburg. Now it's youngster Johansen, number 3, who's battling for the puck. He's making quite a name for himself at this tournament as well. He's just 16 years of age, but with a lot of confidence. Devos almost give up the puck in the defensive end. It's Ben Baumgartner bangs it in off the boards. And now Johansen picks it up. And he's going to go for a skate as he backhands it all the way to the left wing. They give it up, and now Devos with a long pass up front. And there's going to be another icing called on the Swizz side. John Marco Vetter is about to take the draw for Davos, and he's going to lose it as it's Lucas Isaksson who wins the face-off. The Swedes chip it in down the left wing. And Davos, instead of passing it D to D, they try to skate past HV71 players. That was John Marco Vetter again who tried to do that, unsuccessfully so. And now Isaksson makes the play through central ice. Horsemen rather, excuse me, was about to take the shot, but he wanted to make one extra move before he's done that. Now a shot is taken at the other end of the ice, and Victor Östman stops it with his glove. Basically going to take place in HV71 territory. We still haven't seen Aaron Flood, number 8 on HV71. So we presume he hasn't returned to the game from the dressing room after that collision with the cage in the offensive end late in the first period. And if that is the case, that's going to be a big loss for HV71, as they're about to face the Ottawa Capitals in the semifinal of the tournament Saturday afternoon. There has been just one injury at the tournament so far. Also, Krzynets lost Matej Mach, who took a shot to the face early on 2 days ago. And he's going to require surgery for that, so hopefully he's going to be the only one who got badly injured at the tournament. Now Vosberg with control of the puck in the corner. He passed it to the half wall. Svensson with a lot of room as he skates down to the right face of circle, taking the shot, but can't find the back of the net. Svensson is back with possession to the slot, and it goes off the side of the net as Hagan was taking the shot. Svensson keeps it in the offensive end all the way on the other side of the rink as he was going for the line change. And now Devos put it in the offensive end. Östman is going to make an easy stop, and he's going to freeze the play. Not willing to risk it. And Stefan Spinell, this guy now wearing number 25 for Devos, was right on top of him. Pretty good save by Marvin Corten on Anton Svensson's shots. Svensson has found the back of the net already in this game, and he was very close to getting his second of the game. The Swedes are back in the offensive end. And it's Smedberg, Stearns, Svensson, who's shooting it from the hash marks. And another stop is made by Corten. Stearns Svensson wheels around the offensive end, sends it to the left wing. They try to put it in the slot, and the puck goes out of play as we're 5 minutes and 19 seconds into the second period. It's still 2-0 for HV71 from Jönköping, Sweden. Now HV71 stands for Husqvarna and Veteran. It's the merger of the two teams in 1971. And the merger of two towns, as a matter of fact, when Jönköping merged with its suburb called Husqvarna. And as the towns merged, the teams merged. And that's where we get the abbreviation HV from. 1971 being the year of the merger. The Swedes skate with it down the right wing, keep up possession. And Devos put it back in the neutral zone. They have two guys out there on the forecheck and force the Swedes to give up the puck. And now they try to make something happen offensively. Anton Svensson is back out on the ice. Squeezes through down the left wing. Can't squeeze himself out of the corner though. And now Vosberg skates back to retrieve the puck in his defensive end. The call is made. And since it was Vosberg who was with possession when the whistle came, it might be a penalty called against HV71. But we see Lafofna being sent to the box. It's Devos who gets the bench minor for having too many men on the ice, and that was the call. And Svensson is also on the bench for unclear reasons as of yet. There was this interaction between Svensson and Bachhoffner. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the play there. But we see Svensson and Bachhoffner taking their respective places in the sim bin. And it looks like when the play resumes, we're going to watch some 4-on-4 hockey, which is going to open up the space. And both of these teams are pretty nifty with this extra room. Voss sent a really young team to the tournament, and they tried to use their speed as their biggest advantage. It hasn't really worked out for them yet, but they are quite a speedy team. Now Vosberg has the puck behind his net, sends it to the other corner as they reset in their play. Now Isaksen, with a great hand-eye coordination, manages to take a shot away. Doesn't score any though. Now it's Devos. Skates through the neutral zone, tried to Baumgart, who tried to dangle past his defenseman. That was Vosberg. Couldn't do that, and he loses possession of the puck, but the Swedes keep it in the offensive end, taking a point shot, hoping for a deflection. And now the battle for it. In the corner is going to be a penalty called against HV71 when the play stops. Devos are out there with the extra attacker, taking the shot from the high slot. It's blocked. But they keep possession at the point, moving to the right wing. Off the board, back to the point. Back to the half wall it goes. Back to the point. As Vetter finally gives up possession. HV71 touch up the puck, and there's going to be a minor given out for Holden. Davos will get about 10 minutes of 4-on-3 man advantage. Which is a great chance for them to finally get on the board. Unfortunately for Davos, they're still looking for the first power play goal of the tournament. They had 10 power play opportunities and haven't converted on either of them. Maybe it's going to change right now. Is there about 40 seconds on this 4-on-3 situation for them? They move the puck around in the offensive end, taking a shot from the right face of circle. Another shot on the rebound from the point, and it's blocked, and it doesn't make its way to the net. They have it behind Osman's net now. Shot from the face of circle, and Osman absorbs all of it. Devos will take another offensive draw. And Riech wins the draw. It's Riech and Spinell out there. For Devos, Riech faking a shot, passing it to the left face of circle to the slot for Spinner. And he couldn't convert on it. Now it's Riech with the shot again. Rebound, they take another shot and it goes all the way to the other side of the rink.
Team Devos is now playing at full strength.
And now we're back to playing 5-on-4 power play. As Devos shooting from the hash mark straight at Usman. And there's going to be another penalty called against HV71. They ran into a penalty problem, getting 3 in a row. It's high sticking. That is the call right now. And it looks like it's Svensson who's going to get it. Svensson involuntarily high sticks his opponent, but it's the right call to make. And now it's going to be 5-on-3 for Devos. HV71 are giving them all the chances to get on the board, but so far the Swizz side haven't been able to jump on them, really. It's over a minute that they're going to have this 5-on-3 advantage. Better is going to take the draw. And he was tossed from the dot, and now it's Ben Baumgartner who wins the face-off, but they only now they're able to establish control of the puck in the offensive end. Move from the corner to the point. Bachhoffner along the blue line into another corner it goes. Bachhoffner calls for the puck. Diagonal pass is made, but they failed to take a one-time shot from a difficult angle to score from. As HV71 dumped the puck down the ice, forcing Devos skate back to retrieve it. And now it's Hagan and Carlson harassing Devos players on the forecheck, killing as much of the penalty as they can. Devos are having a hard time climbing out from their defensive end from under pressure. And now there's just 10 seconds remaining on their 2-man advantage as the Swedes maintain very aggressive, but now it's a 5-on-1 rush for Devos. Stearns Svensson was just in time to knock the puck loose. Otherwise, that was a 5-on-1 rush that Devos just failed to capitalize on. Like, how much man advantage do you need, honestly? And now they skate in over the blue line, and offside is called on the play. Michel Vincent can't be too happy with his team's performance tonight. They've been given all sorts of scoring chances, any sort of power play opportunities, and they just can't buy a goal tonight, it would seem. As we pass the halfway mark of the second period, it's still HV71 with the 2-0 lead. Lost attempt a point shot, and it's blocked by Anton Svensson, who's got one of the markers for Jönköping today. Riech skates in over the blue line, and then another offside call is made. Devos have been on a power play for several minutes now, but it's a little difficult to recall any real scoring chances that they produced over the period of time. And now it's Lucas Isaksson who's going to take the draw for HV71 as they're trying to peel off the remainder of the penalty. It's Devos who come out on top in the neutral zone, and they dump it in. There's only 10 seconds remaining on that penalty as Carlson ships it into the neutral zone. HV71 are back to playing full strength, and Isaksson squeezes down the right wing. Now it's Carlson, moves it up to the point to Johansen. He shows another burst of speed and his tremendous control of the puck. As he was skating down the left wing, Johansen is waiting for the puck again. It's intercepted, and Devos are in the clear. It's another breakaway for Devos, and Horsemen comes out on top again. Now Carlson wheels into the offensive end, tries to out-dangle 3 Devos players, and arrogant play, and he couldn't even take a shot away. Now it's Hagan who's chasing the puck down in his defensive end. Horsemen puts it through the middle. They lose the handle of it. It's Davos in over the blue line, trying to take a shot from perhaps a point. But now it's Hagan. His shot is blocked. Svensson with a nice pass to himself by his skate. Hagan tries to stuff it in on the short side. Chaos develops, but Devos are able to put it into the offensive end and go for the line change. Quite a play by Anton Svensson at the other end of the ice right now. Maintaining in possession of the puck with a neat kick pass onto his blade of his stick. Carnival to the left wing. They tried to put it through the middle to Stearns Svensson. And now they in over the blue line, lose possession. And Devos skate with it to the other end of the ice. Pass through the middle. Now the pass to the left. They tried to get it to the slot and almost did. And now Devos with possession behind the net. Trying to center it. It's blocked, but it still makes its way through to the hash marks. HV71 are desperately trying to get out of the zone. They do as they pass it through the middle and chip it right onto the blue paint. And Marvin Cortan is going to wait for the whistle. Now, while HV71 and Loko Yaroslavl are the only 2 of 8 teams at the tournament who are reigning junior champions of their respective countries, Loko brought a lot of older players to the tournament. Players like Artur Kuyunov and Nikita Gromov, who are expected to play for Lokomotiv's professional team in the Continental Hockey League this season. HV71 brought all of the players who still have the chance to compete for back-to-back junior championship title in Sweden. So it's a much younger championship team when put in comparison to Loko. Especially when you take into consideration number 3 on HV71, Anton Johansen, who has been so good tonight with some great passes and offensive rushes.
Вратарь команды Davos Марвин Кортин, номер 1, наказывается малым скамеечным штрафом.
This is pretty unexpected.
Goaltender number 1, Marvin Cortin, 2 minutes for delaying the game.
As they announced through PA that Marvin Cortan is going to take a minor for delay a game. And the officials explaining the call to Michel Reason, who doesn't seem to be okay with the call. And head coaches never are, but in this particular instance, it looks like they're having a serious dispute. It is a bit of an unorthodox call to make. So Martin Cortan will get a 2-minute minor for delay of game, and it's going to be served by Yannick Tanova. And Yochopin will go back on a power play. They scored once already with the man advantage, and they might do it again as we're have only 7 minutes remaining to play in the second period. They pass it up to the left wing. Through the middle to Isaksen. Isaksen goes, skids to his right, trying to take a shot away. Can't quite do that. And Devos trying to chip it into the neutral zone. But it stays in their hands. Isaksen with the puck now. Pass it to the point to Johansen. Looking for the centering pass. And it's intercepted, and Devos are able to clear the puck down the ice. Johansen is going to corral it in the corner and go for a long stretch pass. They in the clear, Grönhagen, and he scores! Grönhagen makes it 3-0, HV71. Just 55 seconds into their power play. Jönköping get their second goal with the man advantage of the game on a very unorthodox call against Martin Kortenen. What a stretch pass by youngster Johansen. And then Jakob Grönhagen leaves absolutely no chance to Martin Kortenen. Voss had a lot of power play time in this period, but instead it's HV71 who score in their attempt to further improve their lead. And they back in that defenseman with it. Svedberg. Svedberg is still with possession, skates past to Davos defenseman, Horsemen along the blue line. Stearns Svensson leaves it for Svedberg. Svedberg to the slot. They take a shot on the rebound, and there's another rebound that is picked up by Stearns Svensson, who moves it back to the blue line. Now it's Svedberg shielding the puck in the corner. And Devos win it over and put it through the middle and into the offensive end. It's Vetter who's harassing Carnival. Carnival comes out on top and puts it in the corner for Horsemen. Horsemen tries to make a return pass, and it's incomplete. Horsemen is back with possession to Carnival. Carnival to the corner. The Swedes are still with it, trying to Stearns Svensson trying to stick handle in the phone booth. Couldn't do that, but now Stearns Svensson picks up the puck at the blue line, chips it over to the neutral zone. But it's Bachhoffner who's with the puck now. It's intercepted at the left wing. And it's Stearns Svensson taking the shot that is blocked. And Devos will clear it to the neutral zone. They in over the blue line in the offensive end. At the half wall of the left wing, Bachhoffner looking for a passing lane, dumps it down the ice. And the Swedes regain possession. They have it at the left wing. Pass it to Johansen in the defensive end. Johansen skates with the biscuit in over the blue line. Down the left wing, around the net. Johansen was still with possession. To the high slot he skates to. And only now he gives up the puck with an incomplete pass. What a rush by the 16-year-old Johansen kid. As he's back with the puck. Setting up play as he passes to the left wing. Successfully so. Anton Svensson finishes his check behind the net. But now it's Vetter with the burst of speed to get past his defenseman, taking the shot. And Osman was confused as where the puck was. Now the Swedes are back with possession, skating into the offensive end. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining to play in the second period. HV71 with a 3-0 lead. Now it's Lundman. Starts off the play. Lundman looking for the puck in the offensive end, but offside is still on the play. And we're going to get a face-off right outside of Voss's territory when the play resumes. Sanova, who was taking the shot on Ostman, almost finding the back of the net. And Devos could really use a goal right about now, just to liven up the game. Horsemen battling for it at the half wall, down the right side. Voss put it all the way down the ice, and there's going to be another icing called against the Swiss team. Michel Reason with a lot on his mind right now. This team has been given a lot of scoring chances by the Swedish opponent, but they failed to convert on any of them, whether on a 4-on-3 power play, 5-on-4 power play, or breakaway chances. They just came to be able to buy a goal tonight. As Stearns Svensson battles for the puck in the corner. And Johansen keeps it in the offensive end for Stearns Svensson. Stearns Svensson with a nice pass through the legs. The Swedes back in possession. Smadberg was the puck now. With a nice stick handling move, taking the shot from the right face of circle and misses the net. The Voss are able to clear it from the defensive end as there's just over 2 minutes remaining to play in the period. Horsemen with a backhand pass. Horseman is back with the puck, puts it through the neutral zone, and looks like it's intercepted by Smedberg. Smedberg. And they lose possession again. HV71 will reset their play from the defensive end. Stearns Svensson with a pass to the right wing. It doesn't go through. And now Devos have it at the right wing with some room. Taking the shot. Osman makes the stop. And it goes above the net. Yeah, just a piece of it. Long pass to Hagan, who beats the icing call. Hagan with possession. Bit of a miscommunication by the Swedes over there. But now it's Hagan again with the puck behind the net. Still back there. As Holmstrand is battling for it. The Swedes have it at the point. Still in the offensive end. They're just skating in circles around this Devos team, and now there's going to be a penalty called. It would seem. It looked like it was going to be called against Holmstrand, but it wasn't. And we're in the last minute of play of the second period as Devos wheels into the offensive end. Lose the handle on the puck, and Johansen able to chip it into the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass all the way to Isaacson down the left wing. He goes down, no call is made, and the Swedes are able to keep it in the offensive end. Or maybe not. It looked for a second that they might have. But the whistle finally went off, and there's going to be a neutral zone face-off. That one almost went in. Devos took the shot from the left wing, but just a tad unlucky. Isaacson battling for the puck in the offensive end for HV71. And now it's Spinell with a pass to the middle. They take a shot away, but missed the net wide. Fosberg was a great pass from behind the goal line. And now HV71 with the last rush of the period. Cortan makes the stop, and that concludes the action for this period of play. HV71 have been able to find scoring in this one too. And now it's 3-0 through 40 minutes of play. We'll be back in about 17 minutes to conclude the game. And maybe, just maybe, Davos can finally solve Victor Östman. We'll find out about that shortly.
34. Красивые, очаровательные девчонки, выходите на сцену, выстраивайтесь, пожалуйста. Как-то вы несимметрично выстраиваетесь. Давайте, выстраивайтесь. А прямо сейчас мы проведем некий кастинг в группу поддержки Сочи Queens. А это, напомню, самая лучшая в мире группа поддержки. Можно им поаплодировать. Вот они, девчонки. Давайте громко. Ну, будем считать, что это громко. Итак, давайте быстро познакомимся с участницами. Как тебя зовут?
Вера.
Вера.
Ксюша.
Ксюша.
Камила.
Камила? Хорошо.
Полина.
Полина.
Кристина.
Кристина.
Аселя.
Вот это. И?
Рузанна.
И Рузанна. Итак, девчонки, ваша задача внимательно смотреть на профессионалов и повторять за ними. Кто это сделает точнее, грациознее, очаровательнее, та из вас победит и заберет наш главный приз – бейсболку от компании Athletic Club. Вы готовы? У вас нет выбора, правильно говоришь? Итак, после громких аплодисментов мы начинаем! Работает это все полностью. Плавнее. Соврал я. Но прямо сейчас мы узнаем путем... У нас есть специально обученный член жюри, который прямо сейчас прислал мне в сообщении, кто победил. победил, и это Айселя. Поздравляем тебя, давайте поаплодируем. Вот победительница. По мнению жюри, именно она танцевала лучше остальных. Ну а всех остальных девчонок мы благодарим, спасибо, что приняли в этом участие. Вы все очень и очень крутые. Спасибо.
Это не просто игра. Это проверка силы, характера, мужества. Мы знаем, на что мы способны, и готовы за это бороться. Рука об руку, плечом к плечу. Создавать историю. Историю побед.
We're back to Sochi, where the third period of play between HV71 and Davos is about to take place. As you can see on your screen right now, HV71 and Devos are almost equal on the shot clock, but they're miles away on the scoreboard as HV71 have a decent 3-0 lead on this latest marker by Jakob Grönhagen as Anton Johansen and Stearns Svensson picked up the assist on that latest goal. They came in midway through the second period. HV71 have been playing clumsily defensively, giving up a lot of turnovers and breakaway opportunities for this Devos team. But so far, the Swiss side haven't been able to convert on any of the chances that were just brought to their lap, including several power plays. You had every possible power play scenario available to them. They had 4-on-3, 5-on-4, 5-on-3 for long stretches of time. But so far, the man between the pipes for HV71, Victor Östman, who's making his second start at the tournament, has stayed perfect. Now there's 20 minutes remaining to play in regulation, and the question on everyone's mind is, can Östman carry the donut right to the finish line and nail down that shutout? No netminder has had a shutout at this tournament so far, and Östman has a great chance to fix that. The Swedes commence the offense from their defensive end, as we're just a few seconds in to the third period. They corral the puck behind the net, and now it's 16-year-old Johansen who started the play. Now the Swedes skate down with the biscuit down the left wing, put it through the middle, trying to get to the slot with a dangle. That was Carlson. Couldn't do that, but now Isaksen misses the puck, and Devos are able to chip it into the neutral zone off the boards as HV71 get it back under control at their own blue line. And now they try to drive it down the right wing. They have it behind the goal now, the goal line now. It's Smedberg, Stearns, Svensson, and Fjellström that are there for HV71. They skate around the offensive end with it. It's Stearns, Svensson with a cross-ice pass to the blue line. Carnival puts it into the left face of circle, and it goes around the rim, and Stearns Svensson breaks away from his defenseman, putting it in the slot, but there's nobody there, and the pass is incomplete, and the puck slides all the way down to the defensive end as Carnival sends it cross-ice to the other end. The Swedes complete the line change, but it's Devos who shifts the puck into the offensive end, and the play is blown dead. Something must have happened behind the play. And roughing is the call. And this push by Smedberg that the official didn't like, and Devos get another power play chance. They haven't converted even once on a power play at this tournament. They came into this game with 0 for 10 on a power play, and then they failed to convert 3 times in the second period. HV71 took no penalties in the opening period play.
Number 20, Smedberg, 2 minutes for roughing, time 41-51.
Rosberg almost knocked it loose and on the left wing. Now the Swedes are unable to clear it from the defensive end, and Devos have it at the corner, pass it to the half wall, try to get it to the other point, and failed to do that. And now Devos with some room in front of them, taking the shot, and Usman makes the stop. HV71 were almost caught with a bad line change over there. Baumgartner keeps it in the offensive end, but now HV71 are able to clear it down the ice. When Corten goes out to play it. And Jönköping almost intercepted. Weird bounce. And Jönköping almost had a scoring chance on a fluke play. Now Corten, who's got an unorthodox minor penalty for delay of game midway through the second period. The one on which Jakob Grönhagen converted. Point shot is taken by Devos. It goes wide of the net, but they corral the puck behind it. And Tim Lutz, who was promoted to Devos' first line, now passes it to Bachhoffner. They're going to take a shot, or perhaps put it through the middle, but failed to negotiate contact. And HV71 sent it down the ice to kill up the remainder of their penalty. With 4 minutes into the third period, and it's still 3-0 Jönköping, as Devos have failed to convert on a power play yet again. The Swiss put it in the offensive end. Riech is going to battle with Horsemen for it. And Devos win the puck over, taking a shot from the point. Usman gives up a rebound, but Svensson was there to pick it up. Now Grönhagen. Huge center with a cross-ice pass to Svensson. And they battle for it in the corner again. Now Johansen tried to keep it in the offensive end, but it did enter the neutral zone before he put it on the blade of a stick. Offside is called on the play. As we have already mentioned, HV71 give up a lot of fat scoring chances to Devos, really. It's just that Devos, the conversion rate of Davos is exactly 0. Coach Jonas Holmström can't be too happy with his team's performance tonight, despite the score on the board. Hagan. Or Smedberg, rather, excuse me. Smedberg shielded the puck, and now they have it behind the net. It goes all the way around the rim to the neutral zone, and now Vasberg switches the play through Johansen as they chip the puck in and to complete the line change. HV71 with some freshmen out there, as Iseksen was chasing the puck, trying to get Iseksen is back in the battle with Bachhoffner. Devos take a point shot. It's blocked again. They take another one, and it's also blocked. And Vasberg puts it in the middle. Iseksen can get control of the puck, and it's back in the neutral zone now. Carnival goes D to D to chip it into the offensive end. It's Carlson and Iseksen looking for it in the offensive end. And the call is made. High sticking is the call. Stanislav Ramin and Martin Frano were on-ice officials in this game. Vyacheslav Belgasov and Ivan Gladyshev are their linesmen. Looks like we have another commercial break. And as you can see, Jonas Holmström is not quite too happy. This isn't the best we've seen HV71 at this tournament, but then again, there's no real motivation for them, as no matter how well they do tonight, they had locked up first position in Group B 2 days ago when they beat Red Bull Salzburg 3-1. Early in this game, late in the first period, Sebastian Ehrenfeld, number 8 on HV71, huge defenseman who was listed as their forward today, crashed into the net and left to the dressing room with some pain after that. Oh, visible pain too, and we haven't seen him since. He's one of the leaders of that team. Smedberg shields the puck, tries to get to the slot, and it does. It shoots it. Shades of Bobby Orr over there. Puts it wide of the net though. Now Smedberg with his huge body once again delivers the puck to Stearns Svensson. Stearns Svensson is able to move it to the point where from they take the shot, and it goes wide. Now Smedberg lifts up the stick, trying to get back in possession, and now it's Stearns Svensson at the half wall. Stearns Svensson pass it to Smedberg. Smedberg one-times it from the hash marks, and it misses just wide. The Voss get in on the breakaway. Östman makes the stop, rebound, and Östman was scrambling in front of the net to make another one. Some great performance by Victor Östman to keep Devos off the scoreboard. Now Johansen puts the puck deep in the offensive end, and Hagan battles for it with his big body. Johansen and Kenan battle for it at the left wing. Johansen wins the puck over, but now it's Devos for an in possession, skating through central ice. Pass to the right wing a bit too strong, and they fail to negotiate contact as the puck slides back into the neutral zone. Bachhoffner goes to the other side of the rink. It hits Svensson in front, and now HV71 are able to dump the puck in. Court 10. Plays it out over the glass. It's back in the neutral zone now, but it's HV71 with speed and possession as Vosberg gets to the hash marks, falls down, and court 10 freezes the play dead. Great move by Vosberg. Leo Vosberg, number 11 on HV71. As we get to see another look, at Devos' latest scoring chance. Adam Kazimir came really close to stealing the shutout from Östman. Adam Kantemir's one of the two twin brothers. There's also Amory Kantemir, and unlike Adam, doesn't play for Devos, plays for another team. A very rare occurrence when it comes to twins in hockey, it would seem. And now HV71 have it behind the net. They try to get it to the half wall. And they're back with it in the corner. Svensson was looking to steal it away from Devos players. Couldn't quite do that, and now Stearns Svensson engages in the foot race. Lurkin to pickpocket Devos defense, but couldn't do that. And now Devos are in over the blue line. It's better. Tried to get it to the high slot and couldn't do that, but they maintain in possession. Gonna shoot it from on top of the left circle. It hits somebody on sway and goes to behind the net. They take a point shot. Östman sticks his pads together to keep it out. There's 10.5 minutes remaining to play in regulation as Isaacson puts it through the middle. But Carlson couldn't take a shot away. Has it at the half wall, they send it around the rim to the area behind the net. Isaacson to Carlson. Carlson's battling for it. Wins it over for Isaacson. Isaacson puts it back in the corner. Now it's Carlson again. The puck is glued to the boards over there as Carlson tries to poke it free. Now Devos are able to shoot it back into the offensive end, but that came from way behind the red line, and icing is going to be called against Devos. As Michelle Reason has a few things to say. To Dennis Rubanik, who was promoted to second defensive pairing for this game. Michelle Reason shuffles these lines around for every game of the tournament and in the game as well. So every time we look at Devos team, it's almost like a brand new team. Everything is different about it, except for a few statistical facts that they're still looking for the first power play goal of the tournament. They haven't been doing very well when it comes to penalty killing, and they haven't won a single game so far, and it doesn't look like it's going to change tonight. Stearns Svensson tried to get a shot away from the left face of circle, but Hoffner stole the puck, puts it through the middle for a breakaway, failed to negotiate contact, and now Johansen wheels with it into the offensive end. They go and shoot it from on top of the right face of circle. It's blocked. Johansen keeps it in the offensive end. What a game this kid is having. Shot must have been taken by HV71, but they decided to go for the passing play. And now it's another breakaway for Devos. And Östman shuts the door. And Johansen clears it to the neutral zones to start up that fire up the offense. Stearns Svensson is battling for it at the left wing. 9 minutes left remaining to play in the period. It's still HV71 3, Devos nothing, as they failed to score on their third breakaway chance of the night. Talk about snake bit. Now Granja with an incomplete pass. Granja wins the puck over behind the net, tries to center it to the far post. It goes. It's still in the slot. They can't freeze the play. And Hagan has it on his handle. Granja calls for the puck at the hash marks, doesn't get it. Hagan. Pass to the point. Hagan back with possession at the half wall now. Twists and turns. And only now he loses control of the puck as Devos are able to put it in the corner at the other end of the ice. And now HV71, it's Anton Svensson, who has one of the goals for his team in this game. Tries to score on the wraparound on the short side, doesn't fall through, and Devos can't clear it from the defensive end. Svensson with a smart play to Hagan. Hagan squeezes himself through. Carnival was banging his stick in the left face of circle, trying to get attention, and the pass didn't get any of that. And now Carnival is back in his defensive end, resetting the play. Carnival chips it into the offensive end. Devos slided all the way down the ice again, and it's going to be another icing with 7:21 to go in the third period. We get another look. Misha Bleicher tried to go wide on Victor Östman, and Östman came out on top again, just like he has been doing this all night long. Devos with a chip in into the offensive end. It's intercepted. But now Devos are back with possession. Skating to the slot and taking the shot. Östman makes himself look big. Nicholas Heining is taking the shot. Östman is just minutes away from nailing down the first shutout of the tournament. Jonas Holmström, before that game, this game, he said that it's not going to be a practice game for his team and they're going to go full throttle. But we haven't seen them do that yet. And there's no particular reason for them to do it either. They have a very comfortable 3-0 lead. And even though they have been a bit clumsy defensively, the Voss players haven't been able to capitalize on that. And that has been the story of this game, which is slowly winding down to its end. Devos will take the face-off on the offensive end. It's Vetter, and he wins it. He tried to take a shot away from the face of circle, can't quite do that. Bachhoffner with the puck at the point, taking his point shot now, and Östman makes another save. Devos with an intercept in the offensive end. Vetter to Spinell. Spinell tried to get it back to Vetter. Didn't go through though. And now they play it through Johansen. And Carlson sends it up to the right wing. Bachhoffner off the boards. Now have it at central ice. Wheel over the blue line. And run out of options. HV71 with possession in their own end, and they begin their offensive rush through the middle. Defenseman Vasberg carries the puck. Leo Vasberg taking the shot, and Corvin makes another stop. Now it's Smedberg. Battle for it in the corner. They remain in possession, sending it around the rim, setting up another passing play, and Corvin says, "I've had enough of this," and he freezes the play again. Quite a rush by Leo Vasberg. Rides his shot, shoots through the screen, and Corvin came up big on that one. It's not Corten though. It is Fabrice Cruzen, number 20, who made an appearance in the third period. We haven't seen him since day one, actually. when he let in 9 in the game against Salzburg. Horsemen puts it to the other end of his defensive zone. And now it's Carnival who retrieves it in the corner. Skates through the middle to the left wing. He passes it up front. And Carnival wins the puck over again in the neutral zone to restore possession for HV71. There's just over 5 minutes remaining to play in the period. Medberg with a nice pass to the slot, but there was nobody there. And Cruzen stops the play again. Grace Cruzen was the starting netminder for Davos at last year's tournament in the Sverdlovsk region. He's a 20-year-old netminder with dual citizenship. His father is Dutch and his mother is Swiss. Isaksen to the point. He'll take a shot from there. Rebound, Isaksen taking another one, but it gets blocked in the maze of players in front of the net. Isaksen dumps it back in off the boards. Vasa trying to exit their defensive end as they've been harassed by as many as 3 HV71 players. And now it's Johansen with another great defensive play to create room for Isaksen. Isaksen goes back the other way. And they in over the red line, taking the shot from the point, and Cruzen makes the stop. Svensson wheels into the offensive end. Backhand pass to the slot, and it misses everybody as Grönhagen puts it back to the area behind the net. Svensson has it on his handle. Loses his defenseman with a nice turn. Sends it to the point. Back around the rim it goes. Hagan and further down to Grönhagen. Grönhagen further down into the other corner. Svensson finishes his check. And Horsemen stays solid with this defensive play as they put the puck up the right wing. Grönhagen was called for it in the middle, didn't get it. But now HV71 with a lot of room in the neutral zone. They give up possession. And Riach gives the puck back to them. Grönhagen onside in the offensive end. Has it at the half wall, shields the puck with his huge body. Once again, he's the tallest player at the tournament. Prospect eligible for 2019 NHL entry draft. Just represented his country at Hlinka Gretzky Memorial in Alberta, Canada. Carlson chases the puck down the left wing. It's being hit by Bachhoffner, but now it's Carnival. It was too late, too slow to take the shot rather. Isaksen is back out there, bumped into the official. HV71 back his possession. They reset the play through their defensive end. Isaksen skates to the point, pass to the middle. Shot is taken by Isak Horsemen. Didn't play much in their last outing and was promoted to the second defensive pairing for this game. Isak Horsemen, 17-year-old. Facing is going to take place in the offensive end for HV71, and they win it, but it's going to have to be retaken with 2:26 remaining to play in regulation. It's still Jönköping with a 3-0 lead against Devos. Devos put it in the neutral zone. Skating over the blue line. As Team Lutz goes down, but no call is going to be made on the play. Smedberg to Stearns Svensson. Stearns Svensson with a nice shot, and he roofs it past Cruzen to make it 4-0 for HV71. What a set of mints this kid has. Stearns Svensson with all the room he needs down low. And he goes upstairs on Fabrice Cruzen for another beauty. With just over 2 minutes remaining to play in regulation, HV71 further improved their lead, and now it's 4-0 for Jönköping.
Goal forward team HV71.
As the battle for the puck in the corner in HV's territory.
Assisted by number 23,
Lundman is looking to peek off the pass in the offensive end, but Devos got away with it. Now Riech curls in his defensive end to start off the play. He pass it across the rink to Spinell. It's Riech back with the puck, taking the shot, which whistles past of the net. Riech back with possession, down low, but now it's Stearns Svensson clearing it through the neutral zone. Is going to go all the way down the ice, and icing is going to be called against HV71 with 1:16 remaining to play in the third period. Linus Holmstrom finally looks calm. And it looks like Devos are going to go for it. There's no real reason for them to do that, but then again, it is a pre-season tournament, so practice is the first thing on coach's mind. So they're going to practice the 6-on-5 situation now as they pull Fabrice Cruzen for the extra attacker as they get a face-off in the offensive end. Benjamin Baumgartner was tossed from the dot, and it's going to be John Marco Vetter taking it for Devos. He loses the face-off. Jaren Svensson is trying to poke the puck loose from the pile of bodies. Rasberg tried to put it up the right wing, couldn't do that, and now it's HV71 who's back with possession, but the call is made behind the play. It might be a high stick and minor. It's going to go against Jönköping as we just entered the last minute of play in regulation. Rasberg is going to get the call, as Jonas Holmstrom is explaining some defensive techniques to his troops. There's a bit of a retaliation hit by Vosberg, and he might get a 10-minute misconduct on top of that too, but it wouldn't really matter as we're in the last minute of regulation, and HV71 have an insurmountable lead. They're up by 4 and really late in the game. If they could only nail down that shutout to put a chair on top, and Vosberg is getting 10-minute misconduct. So this is the last we're going to see of him tonight. Devos are back out there with 6 attackers. Taking the shot from the hash marks, and it goes in. They steal the shutout from Victor Östman. Misha Bleicher with the dart from the hash marks. Victor Östman just shaking his head. So close to get the first shutout of the tournament. HV71 will go back to playing full strength. And at least something went right for Devos right at the end of the game. They pulled Cruzen for the extra attacker and scored their first power play goal of the tournament, stealing the shutout from this 17-year-old goaltender, Victor Östman. heartbreaking finish for this young man. It looks like Glasberg was given a double minor, it would seem. Or rather, a 5-minute measure. That was the call on the ice. So Davos will remain on the power play for the rest of regulation. And the steal there with the extra attacker wheeling into the offensive end. Backhoffner with the shot from the hash marks. And Osman makes the stop. Spinell now tries to bank it in from the slot. And the horn goes off. That concludes round robin action at the 2018 Junior Club World Cup. We have no more games to be played. And tomorrow, we're going to have just two games on the menu for you. It's going to be the 5th place game. It's going to be disputed by Jokerit and Ocellar de Tršinec. And then the 7th place game is going to be played between Devos and Kunlun Red Star Heludzen. Next time we see HV71, that will be facing Ottawa Capitals in the semi-final game. And later on that Saturday night, it's going to be Loko Yaroslavl taking on Red Bull Salzburg. On this note, we have to say goodbye. My name is Andreas Sashenko. It was a big honor for me to have this call for you tonight. Hope to see you back tomorrow. It's a great tournament and you don't want to miss any action. Take care.
Дамы и господа, мы поздравляем команду HV71. конце игры наказан всего паспорт номер 11 команды ХВ71.
Penalty team HV71.
Команда ХВ71.
Penalty team HV71.